So from a really young age, we realised that Noah had some complex sensory issues. We found out quite early on, I'd probably say a little bit earlier than most parents know. So with Matea being on the autistic spectrum, we kind of saw signs in Noah very early. We decided to bring these up with different professionals, but unfortunately Noah didn't hit the age thresholds for support in the UK. So it meant that we had to wait for the support to be given. And during that time, we was going through a really difficult time. Noah spent 7 days in hospital because he completely went off the texture of food. He didn't like any textures being in his mouth, and he lost a lot of weight. He was then prescribed a milkshake diet, a high calorie, all the vitamins inside, so that he could get the nutrients that he needed to have on board. We went to the doctor with many occasions. We spent many a day in A&E with Noah self-injuring himself as he couldn't communicate exactly what he wanted. And during that time, for the first 6 months, we couldn't have any support at all. And that was a real struggle. It was very isolating. It was a very lonely place. To see your son hurting himself on a daily basis, your marriage is on the line because of everything that's happening. You're just trying to stay as strong as you can for your little boy, all whilst trying to be a husband as well and a friend. And it was a really heartbreaking time, and we never want anybody to ever experience that loneliness ever again. So we basically came up with a solution of what we wish existed when we was journeying the journey with Noah. So Noah's Place is the answer, the solution to what we wish existed. So we're going to have an all-in-one soft play area for everybody, but a real focus around sensory rooms for adults and children with special educational needs. And not just throwing lava lamps in or string lights, but actual evidence-based that are going to help develop brains of children and adults with special educational needs. And then also a community cafe so that the parents and carers can come to a place where they really understand what's going on and be around people who understand what they're journeying. I think that's really important, especially with the loneliness and the isolation that you do feel being in that situation.